Monica McNutt just set the internet on fire with one sentence. The ESPN Analyst made a bold claim about Caitlin Clark's insane popularity. And let's just say, people are not happy. In a recent interview, McNutt suggested that Clark's status as the biggest name in women's basketball isn't just about talent. It's about the fact that she's a white girl from the middle of America. And just like that, boom. The internet exploded. Fans were outraged, accusing McNutt of making race an issue where it didn't belong. Some even called for ESPN to drop her. But hold up, not everyone thinks she was wrong. Others argue that McNutt just said the quiet part out loud. They believe Clark's massive fan base is influenced by her background, just like Angel Reese has a different kind of support.
A large number of the black players and former black players have decided, hey, we're going to hate on Caitlin Clark.
This isn't just another basketball debate. This is a full-on culture war. Clark is dominating headlines for everything. Her record-breaking rookie card sale, her viral trick shot video with Dude Perfect, and her rising influence in all of sports. But now McNutt's comments have thrown her into the middle of an even bigger conversation. How much of sports fame is about skill, and how much is about identity? So, is Monica McNutt being unfairly dragged for telling the truth? Or is this just another example of people trying to discredit Caitlin Clark's success? Let's break it all down. But before we dive in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're about to unpack one of the most heated debates in the WNBA right now. Caitlin Clark isn't just another WNBA rookie. She's a phenomenon, the biggest name in women's basketball. Her games are must-watch television. Her rookie card just sold for a staggering $366,000. She's rubbing shoulders with Serena Williams and Eli Manning at NFL meetings. And her Indiana Fever team? They're the most televised squad in the league this season. But now ESPN analyst Monica McNutt has stirred up a firestorm with one comment.
And again, some of this to me probably is not fair to her because it was not anything that she said or was truly based on her personality, but she was a white girl from the middle of America.
One statement that's dividing fans and setting social media on fire. She didn't just acknowledge Clark's talent. She suggested something much deeper, something controversial. McNutt's claim? Caitlin Clark's fame isn't just about her game. It's because she's a white girl from the middle of America. And that statement? Oh, it blew up. This all went down on March 27th, 2025, during an interview with BBC's Katty Kay. McNutt, a former Georgetown basketball star and current ESPN analyst, was talking about Clark's massive following, especially among young girls. She acknowledged the hype was real, saying, "The one thing that I cannot deny is the amount of little girls that were showing up to follow her." Same thing for Angel Reese, when I had a chance to cover their games.
But I do think, same thing with folks that may have fallen in love with Angel Reese that she may or may not have agreed with everything they had to say either. We attach our fandom to these icons for all types of reasons, and sometimes they may not be based on all.
So far, so good. But then she dropped the line that sent social media into a frenzy. Caitlin represented, and again, some of this to me probably is not fair to her, because it was not anything that she said or was truly based on her personality. But she was a white girl from the middle of America. And so she represented a whole lot to a lot of people, whether that is truly what she prescribed to or not. And just like that, boom, the internet exploded. Clark's fans were not having it. Some saw this as an outright dismissal of Clark's talent. They felt McNutt was suggesting Clark's rise wasn't earned, but given to her. One viral post summed it up. So if a young black girl can admire a black basketball player, that's okay. But little white girls can't do the same? Gotcha. Another fan shot back, because surely there were no white kids watching MJ, Kobe, or LeBron. We were only allowed to like Larry Bird, apparently. And it didn't stop there. Some took direct aim at McNutt herself. This woman does nothing but give bad takes. I have no idea why she's even on ESPN. The backlash got so intense that McNutt's interview racked up 4.5 million views in just 24 hours. The speed at which this controversy spread? Insane. But not everyone was against McNutt's take. Not everyone thought McNutt was wrong. Some fans and even analysts agreed that Clark's background played a role in her marketability. One fan wrote, "Most people would agree that Caitlin Clark's fan base is predominantly white, while Angel Reese's is predominantly black. That's just reality." Another took it a step further. "McNutt isn't wrong. Clark is a white woman from Iowa. Most stars in the league come from major cities or big-name schools. Iowa's neither."
They like Caitlin Clark because she's not a victim, because she doesn't seem to be entitled, because she doesn't seem to be angry. And so they find her relatable.
So when Clark blew up, she naturally attracted young girls who saw themselves in her. And that's the real debate here. Is this about race or is it about geography? Because let's be real, Clark is an outlier. The biggest WNBA names usually come from powerhouse schools or urban backgrounds. Think Breanna Stewart, UConn, AJ Wilson, South Carolina, Angel Reese, LSU. Clark, she's from West Des Moines, Iowa. Not exactly a major basketball hotbed. So was her rise about race, or was it about relatability? While this debate raged online, Caitlin Clark wasn't just making headlines for basketball. She was literally sitting at the table with some of the biggest names in sports. On March 31st, 2025, Clark attended the NFL's annual meeting in Palm Beach, Florida, alongside none other than Serena Williams and Eli Manning. The topic? The future of women in sports. That same week, another record-breaking moment, Clark's WNBA rookie card sold for $366,000. And let's not forget, she's also starring in a viral video with Dude Perfect, where a basketball is launched from the top of a stadium and somehow finds the hoop. Clark's reach is clearly going beyond the WNBA, and that's why the McNutt debate matters, because her influence isn't just about basketball anymore. This isn't the first time McNutt has drawn fire over her comments on Caitlin Clark. Back in September 2024, McNutt claimed Clark deserved only 60% of the credit for leading the Indiana Fever to the playoffs. Clark's fans, furious. And earlier that same season, McNutt publicly backed Angel Reese for Rookie of the Year over Clark, despite Clark's record-shattering numbers. The pattern is clear. Whenever McNutt talks about Clark, controversy follows. So is McNutt just giving honest analysis? Or is this a personal bias? This entire debate raises huge questions. Does race shape how fans connect with athletes? Does the media push certain players over others based on marketability? Would Caitlin Clark be just as popular if she had the exact same game, but wasn't from Iowa?
Scores a lot of points, leads the league in assists, she's a great, great player. She's not Angel Reese, who can barely make a layup.
And would Monica McNutt's take have been as explosive if it were about a different athlete? One thing's for sure, this debate isn't going away anytime soon. Let's be real. Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball player anymore. She's a brand, a phenomenon, a walking headline. Every time she steps on the court, the cameras follow. Every move she makes, every record she breaks, every viral moment, it all fuels the Caitlin Clark effect. But here's the twist. Her rise isn't happening in a vacuum. Monica McNutt's take, whether you agree or not, taps into a much bigger conversation about who gets the spotlight in sports and why. Let's not pretend the media doesn't have patterns. Look at how stars are marketed in the NBA, NFL, even tennis. The narratives are crafted, and some players fit the mold better than others. Caitlin is undeniably talented, but is it really shocking that a sharpshooting, all-American girl from Iowa is drawing a certain kind of fan base? At the same time, does that mean her success isn't earned? And here's another layer. This isn't just about race, it's about relatability. Angel Reese has a different swagger, a different energy, and a different audience. Clark, she's the humble girl-next-door baller with a deadly three-pointer. Fans attach themselves to stories that feel familiar to them. That's human nature. At the end of the day, McNutt threw a grenade into a conversation that sports fans needed to have. And whether people love her or hate her for it, one thing is clear. Caitlin Clark isn't just changing the WNBA. She's changing the entire conversation around who gets to be the face of a sport. And that's a wrap. But now, I want to hear from you. Did Monica McNutt cross the line with her take on Caitlin Clark's popularity? Or was she just saying what a lot of people were already thinking? Do you think race actually plays a role in Clark's massive fan base? Or is this just about pure basketball talent? And here's a deeper one. If Caitlin Clark had the exact same skills but played with more attitude, more trash talk, and a different kind of swagger, would she still be as marketable? Or is part of her appeal tied to how she carries herself on and off the court? Also, let's talk about the media. Do you think the WNBA and sports networks play favorites when it comes to marketing certain players? If Angel Reese had Clark's stats, would she get the same level of attention? Or does Clark's style of play just translate better to mainstream hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I need to hear what y'all think about this one. And hey, if you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to stay locked in with all the latest WNBA debates, updates, and deep dives. We're bringing you the raw, unfiltered takes you won't hear anywhere else. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, because trust me, this conversation is far from over. All right, that's all for now. Catch y'all in the next one.